Hey everyone, Peter Schenk here from moderndaymystic.com. This is day 3 of the Body, Mind, and Spirit 30-day challenge. Today I'm going to be teaching you another sacred geometry trick for the mind. Okay, we all know that excessive alcohol consumption, drug use, prescription drug use, mental abuse can really bog down your cognitive abilities on a wide, range of reasons and issues. And when the body and the mind and the spirit are vibrating at the same level, you can really move forward with a beautiful piece of your life. So today we're going to work on the mind. Again, this is a technique that I have never shown publicly before, and this will help bring mind clarity to you. It will help really inside. It'll give you a sense of self and clarity around everything going on the outside of you. Again, you can drink this 2 or 3 times a day, and what you'll notice very, very soon is that mind fog is slowly disappearing, and that you have a clarity, a beautiful clarity, unlike anything that you have experienced before. All of these techniques are new. I have never shown these publicly before, although I have known about them for a number of years. I was just waiting for something beautiful that I could give back to the community and be a part of with some other amazing professionals. Again, you want to use this 2 or 3 times a day. Once you've drawn it, you can continue to use it as much as you want. There's no right way, there's no wrong way to do this. There's only the perfect way, perfect for you in your situation. Okay? Again, today we're working on the mind. Sacred geometry has been used since time immemorial for many, many different purposes and techniques. I get these downloads quite frequently, and I just use them and apply intent to them. This kind of looks like an alien. Anywho, again, we're working on the mind. So day 3, take your glass of water. Actually, first of all, just feel the energy coming out of the geometry. When it starts to envelop you, take your glass of water, put it right on top of that geometry. Wrap your hands around the glass, connecting your fingers. You start to feel the energy run up through the geometry into the glass. Put your attention on the water and repeat the words out loud. I honor the space in which you exist. Sometimes a lot of cool things happen to water at this point. It'll start to carbonate. Sometimes it starts to move. Sometimes it'll crawl out of the glass. Sometimes it will soak through the glass. We are honoring its space, giving it acknowledgement of its existence. That is the highest form of acknowledgement you can give energy in physical form or non-physical form. When you feel the energy is great, perfect, using it intuitively, just go ahead and drink as much as you want. Again, this is to clear the mind, bring balance, move you forward in a beautiful capacity. Thank you.
And good morning, I'm Marino Soriano, the Conscious Health Alchemist, day 3 on your 30-day health challenge. Okay, so today I want to talk about a very important topic, and it's called sugar. Oh boy, this is a big one, and there's a lot of people who are addicted to sugar. Now, why is this? It's because your brain actually gets addicted because sugar has drug-like effects on your brain, and so sugar is one of the most unhealthy compounds that you can ingest. There's so many negative attributes to sugar. It's basically degenerating your body. It can alter your hormones. It can induce parasites. And it can literally scatter your consciousness. So for your body to function optimally, you need your consciousness inside your body, inside every single cell. And the problem is sugar actually scatters that. It's almost like severing your mind-body-spirit connection. Most people don't know that. But if you ever want to know the truth, just look at a kid who is ingesting sugar. And within minutes, that kid will go from being very calm and peaceful to being rambunctious and all over the place. And so most people would serve themselves very well by learning to get off of sugar. Sugar will take you out. Sugar will literally disrupt your spirituality. And I'm going very deep here, and I know there's a lot of teachings out there, but I'm here to tell you, I've known intuitively for about 30 years now that sugar is just look out there what's happening. We have more people that are unwell and overweight than ever before, yet we have the most amount of health information available than ever before. So what gives? And one of the things that's actually putting the weight on and messing people's health up is sugars and starch food products. And so I'm going to teach you how to get off of the sugar, and I got a report that you can download below. I think it's called 30 Days to Being Sugar Free, How to Kick the Habit for Good. If you can get off of sugar and white flour products and all this stuff that breaks down into sugar in your body, I think you're going to live a much more enriching life, and you'll probably extend your life by 30 years. You'll have more energy, and you'll just look better overall, because sugar degenerates the body. I would recommend that you go research Weston A. Price Foundation, because he actually funded his own research, and he physically proved with photos what happens when people and cultures are ingesting high amounts of sugar. It actually degenerates you. It takes you out. It scatters your consciousness. It alters your hormones. It puts weight on. It makes you weak and weakens your immunity. It induces parasites in the body. And most people think that parasites are coming from outside the body. No. Parasites actually form and grow in your body when the conditions are right, when your pH is altered. And that's the main thing, is sugar's altering your pH. It's altering your biochemistry to allow these organisms to come in and do their thing. And these organisms, they feed off of sugars. And it's like even yeast will grow out of proportion in your body. And so a lot of people these days have yeast conditions, candida, and thousands of other parasitic conditions that are going to jam your consciousness, jam your body, and not allow you to radiate and be who you're meant to be. And so my thing is you got to learn how to get off of sugar and do it in a healthy way, because if you stop giving your body sugar, it's going to go into withdrawal. And so in my report, I have practices of how you can begin assisting your body to get through those withdrawal symptoms. And it's only going to last a little while, but after you're done, I assure you, you're never going to want sugar again. I've known, again, 25, 30 years that sugar was not healthy. And I personally, if something is actually too sweet, I can't, it tastes so nasty. And I look at people and go, what are they doing? But they have addicted their bodies to constantly be feeding their body sugar. Some people, they're ingesting sugar all day long. Now, they get up in the morning, they have coffee, sugar. Then at lunchtime, they have white bread and rice, sugar. You have to understand what happens to food when it breaks down in your body, and most things break down into sugar. So white flour products breaks down into sugar in your body. Beer breaks down into sugar in your body. So if you love beer, I'm sorry to have to tell you, it's one of the worst things you can do for your health. It's literally like you're ingesting spoonfuls of sugar. Potato chips, pretzels, any cereal, dried, brittle stuff breaks down into sugar in your body. Now, how do I know this? Well, you could put that stuff in a glass of water and watch what happens to it. It just breaks down. It breaks down into simple molecules of starches, which then turns into sugar in your body, which will alter your hormones, cause weight gain, feed parasites. So there's so many negative things with starches and sugars. And I would say, okay, so this is part 2 of my sugar video. So as I was saying, sugar is one of the most unhealthiest compounds. You got to learn to wean off of the sugars and the starches, and even sugar drinks, sodas, and organic juices. These things are too concentrated in sugars. It stimulates your brain chemistry, increases your blood sugar levels, and then your body's got to produce insulin to balance all this stuff out. This constant up and down is very unhealthy. It will screw up your endocrine system, your hormones, and hormones govern metabolism. So most people they don't understand. They don't eat much food, and they think that they're doing themselves a service because they want to be slim and healthy. That's the worst thing you can do. You're putting your body in survival mode, and so they drink drinks throughout the day, sweetened drinks. And that is way unhealthy. It's going to mess up your hormones. Hormones govern metabolism, and so you need to learn how to activate your hormones. When you activate your hormones, then they can synchronize and amplify your metabolism, so it can transform calories to energy. Okay, and so most people's bodies are in survival mode. Most people are congested with toxins, and so the sugar is the big one. If you can remove sugar from your diet and be consistent with it, you're going to see miracles. And so in my report, you're going to get a higher perspective on sugar and what it's really doing to your body, and practices, simple practices you can start getting yourself off of the sugar. And once you do that, life is going to take on a whole new meaning. You're going to have a clearer consciousness. Your mind and brain are going to be calmer. Your physiology is going to be calm. And that's when miracles happen. So do your best to make this a habit. And I know it might be a challenge at first, but you'll see that you're not going to miss sugar, especially what I teach with my fun food goodies in my recipes. You're not going to miss sugar at all. And so everybody I've coached, they're just like, wow, this is not only is this appealing to my taste buds, but it's easy. And I never thought that I would be able to get off sugar. And sugar is the biggest disruptor of health, and it has spiritual implications. It's disrupting your spirituality. It's disrupting your evolution and expansion. And and I'm taking you very deep, but I'm here to be real with you. I want you to get profound results so you can feel what it's like to physically be well, mentally be well, emotionally be well, so you can go out and serve. Because you can't go serve if you're overweight, you have scattered consciousness, you have low energy, and it's not serving yourself, let alone others. So I'm here to teach you how to bling out your body and bling out your life, all right? So just download these reports, read, and follow the practices. If you have questions, get back to me, and I can make other recommendations. But look for my fun food recipes. I'll be giving you more of those, and let's walk you along this path, all right? I wish you many blessings. I'm Marino Soriano, and remember, healthy body, happy soul.
Hey guys, Wendy Johns here. Today's challenge is about reconnecting to the Earth's energy. Why is this important? Well, we are not just people walking around on a surface. We are actually connected energetically, spiritually, in every way to the Earth. And with our modern day society, we've gotten away from this energy due to rubber sole shoes, artificial flooring, artificial lighting. This shields us from this natural energy flow that helps keep our biological rhythms in order. It tames inflammation. It relieves oxidative stress. If you have anxiety, runaway thoughts, panic attacks, we have to get grounded. Some people call it earthing. A lot of people make it a regular practice every single day, and we would all be more healthier for it. So let's reconnect to the earth. It'll do our body, mind, and spirit so good. And remember this, Earth is an anagram for heart. So contemplate that. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, Jim Standish here, Body, Mind, Spirit Challenge, Day 3. Welcome back. So I hope by now that you have your little notebook. Yesterday we talked about just a quick medical disclaimer, protect me and protect you. Today we're going to just kind of think a little bit about who am I and what am I doing here. Now let's say hypothetically that before you incarnated into 3D here on planet Earth, that you were kind of tooting around as a non-physical being, and you had a folder full of stuff, and this folder full of stuff was stuff that you've been working on for perhaps many lifetimes. And there's all these experiences that you wanted to have. So you have this folder, there's all these experiences that I wanted to have. And I'm looking for I'm looking for places that I can work this stuff out. There's things I want to do, there's things I want to experience. And I find out that in my search that planet Earth is a really kind of interesting place. Boy, there's all kinds of stuff going on down there, and if I were to pop in on planet Earth, I could work out a lot of things in my folder. So your homework today, Day 3, is to expound on a little bit of who I am and what am I doing here. And I want you to look in your folder. You're the only one that really knows what's in your folder. I don't know what's in your folder. However, I'm going to bet that there are experiences that you would like to have while you're here. And I'm going to propose that potentially, as we get into this and we get into subatomic particles and the actual mathematics of how this works, is I'm going to propose that they are indeed mathematical equations, unsolved mathematical equations, that when you solve these equations, you're going to be able to raise your energetic level a little bit, because energy is going to be flowing through your body. And what happens is we tend to lodge experiences in our body. They stay in our muscle tissue, they stay in our organs, And a lot of these things, there's even cell memory. I can't prove this by me, but there's even such a thing as cell memory that we can bring experiences with us that we've had perhaps in previous lifetimes. So today's homework, peel open your folder, look what's in your folder, and I want you to take note of experiences that you would like to have while you're here. And that's it for day 3. Go out and do your homework. We're going to come back and we're going to dive into this a little bit, day 4. Ciao for now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Howard. Today we're going to stretch your mind by telling you about the Tooth Fairy. He was a real person who resided in Florida and died in 2009 at the age of 94. I first heard about him from patients in my chiropractic practice in Clayton, Georgia. Originally trained as a dentist, he used to come up occasionally to conduct religious services and fix people's teeth. When he prayed, their teeth would straighten, and mercury amalgams would instantly transmute into gold, silver, and ceramic fillings. Every few years I would hear about him, and the stories were all the same. I now live with a friend whose family knew him well. He would sometimes stay with them when he was visiting the area. My friend's stepfather had been a leading scientist on the Manhattan Project. The Tooth Fairy was a real person, and his work demonstrates that human intention, in this case in the form of prayer, can result in the transmutation of elements. Has your mind stretched yet? Bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, Donna Whittington of Peace, Love, and Bliss Coaching. Welcome to day 3 of the 30-day challenge. And today I'm here to remind you to let that go. Let it go, folks. In day 2, we talked about your experiences, your unconscious experiences, and bringing those unconscious experiences to the forefront, putting them on the table so that you can examine, reflect, and get rid of. We're getting rid of all that stuff that's unconscious. We've made it conscious by putting it on the table, and we're taking it off. So remember, let that go. Let that ish go, folks, so that you can move on with your relationship with self. Okay, for those of you who are single, you are in a relationship with yourself. Let go of those unconscious things. All of those past experiences that aren't serving you, let them go. Bring all of the good things in. So we're moving out space so the good can come in. Same thing if you are in a relationship with your spouse or your partner. You still need to let that ish go so that your relationship can move forward. Again, I'm Donna Whittington of Peace, Love, and Bliss Coaching, reminding you to check in with me. You can connect with me on my Facebook page. I have that Love Connections LLC page. I also have a personal page, but you can also email me. Email me your thoughts, your questions at peace, love, and bliss coaching at gmail.com.
Hi there. So today's challenge is to connect with the earth where you live. Specifically, there's a place about 4 layers deep into the earth, and it's called Amenti. Amenti is a place of rejuvenation. You can also tap into the power of Amenti to bring forth whatever it is that you would like to have physically actualized. So you can place your hands on the floor. If you're outdoors, great. You get a sense of like the earth is really listening to you. And place your palm down onto the earth and just command it. With the power of God that I am, I call upon the powers of Amenti to bring forth to my physical reality. And then state whatever it is that you would like to have come about this. And when you give thanks, express your appreciation to Amenti, it's an honoring, really, of the space. It's magical. So I challenge you to tap into Amenti and ask for what you desire to have in the physical. All right. Have a great day. Have a wonderful evening and challenge. And blessings. Namaste.